the 11th annual Media Day Golf Scramble. My 11th. Somebody told me that I'm the longest active coach consistently in school history. I think Rex Enright coached 10 years and 5 years, and the war was in between there. So anyway, going on 11 straight is neat, and I'm glad, happy to be here, certainly. So we're looking forward to the year, looking forward to another season. We think we've improved our team. I know we got to go play before we'll find out. But we certainly will have a little bit different look on defense. We got a lot of new defensive players. I think we'll be much improved. In fact, at the SEC meetings, when I saw Kevin Sumlin, he and I had a $10 bet on which defense will be most improved. And so I'm betting on our guys being most improved defense in the SEC this coming year. Other than that, our guys have had an excellent summer. Joe Connolly, our strength coach, and all of his staff do a super job, excellent job through the summer. Very few misses the whole summer, very few at all. And so our guys have really showed a commitment that they're ready to play. Just briefly, we returned a lot of good players, lost some players. Attitude has been very good right now, but we know we got to go play. We're looking forward to practice. We're looking forward to when we get out there, and a lot of positions are up for grabs. I would say a lot of defensive secondary jobs are up for grabs. Quarterback job, we don't know who's going to play there yet. We'll have probably 2 fields going at the same time. We'll split up our coaches. Coach Mangus will take the quarterbacks on one field, I'll take them on another field. O-line coach Sean Elliott will take some, Travell Wharton, maybe we'll watch him on the other side, and away we go. But we need a lot of repetitions in practice to find out who our best players are. Give everybody a chance to show that they can play like the coaches ask them to play. So anyway, we're looking forward to practice, looking forward to preseason, and fielding a team that our fans will be proud of again. At times last year, it was hard to be proud of our team, myself included. As a head coach, coaching staff, we probably didn't do our best job. But we need to put a bunch of guys out there that are going to play their hearts out, play with tremendous effort, and act like they really care about the University of South Carolina. So that's a mission, and certainly the biggest goal every year should be putting players out there give it all they got for their teammates, their school, their fans, and everyone concerned. So that's what we're going to try to do our best to do this year. Okay. Anybody got any questions on anything?
Raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Dave in front.
Steve, were there any lingering injuries from spring or summer that you know of coming into preseason camp?
None of any of the players we think are going to play a lot. Obviously, Brandon Shell had that shoulder surgery, but he's been doing about everything. Mike Batulis has been doing just about everything. We got to make sure we get through preseason practice, hopefully with no injuries. Guys who've had some little injuries and so forth, we got to be careful with those guys a bit.
So,
what is your confidence level in your quarterbacks as a group?
We think they can play. We think they're all pretty good players. Statistically, they all did pretty well through last spring, all 3 of them. And now we got Lorenzo Nunez in the mix. So we'll be practicing 4 for a while, and then we'll sort of slim down to 2 of them, probably getting most of the snaps whenever that occurs. You can't get 4 ready, I know that. Then we'll try to get down to about 2 once we get into the preparation for the first game.
Josh.
Steve, you mentioned you've got a lot of question marks, position-wise, etc. At the same time, you've been very publicly confident in this group at media days, last week especially. Where does that confidence come from for you?
Well, we think they're good players. They just haven't played a lot yet, some of them, and we think we're going to coach better this year. I think the entire staff will have a better coaching season. But again, mostly some new players on defense. We'll have a bunch of new players on offense. We lost several wide receivers. Of course, we got Farrow coming back. Debo Samuel, I think, is really going to be a good one. And then we got a bunch of guys that haven't had a chance to play yet, but they'll be out there. And same thing with defense. We got some junior college kids that have never played. Quay Lewis, Dante Sawyer, Eric Jones. So it's going to be fun watching them play. I think the effort level will be vastly improved on our team this year. I think we'll be a faster team, a team with a lot more passion, energy, and so forth.
Steve, at this point, getting ready to go into practice, what would you say is the one thing that concerns you personally the most?
No, I don't try to worry about too much that you can't control. But obviously, we need to find a quarterback. We need to find a guy we can all hang our hat on and say, this guy's a tough guy. He's got courage. He'll sit in the pocket. He'll take a hit. He'll bounce right back up. He's in the game. We need to find that guy, hopefully. And, you know, I'm hoping one of our quarterbacks will completely outplay the rest. And then it makes it simple for the coaches. Very simple. Obviously, last year, Dylan was by far our best quarterback. He played just about every snap and stayed healthy the entire year. If we find one we think is the best, that could happen. But if not, then, you know, 2 or 3 quarterbacks could play. Just have to wait it out. Yeah.
You've mentioned the effort last year several times, and again today. At what point last year did that start to bother you?
Well, I guess I mentioned it because that dang Auburn game was on TV the other day. I was on the treadmill walking, and the SEC channel had our game with Auburn on. It was a little disappointing watching that. But again, we all watched it. We all know that it wasn't good enough last year. So, but as bad as it was, our guys did hang in there and win 3 of the last 4 games somehow. We won that game down in the swamp. I'm still trying to figure out, but we did. And we managed to win the bowl game against Miami. So we finished on a very positive note for all of us, players and coaches, to get us going through spring practice and into the off season. So for as bad as it was at times, it was pretty good at the end.
So you felt like it got better? You felt like they changed in terms of the effort that they were playing with?
Oh, somewhat. Just overall, it wasn't good enough. I think we'll all agree.
Eric?